Hello and welcome to my channel. Today my name is Enwan Henry. I am so happy to be with you today, and it's been a very lovely, hectic, fun week for me. I don't know how about you, how yours has been, but however it is, make sure that you try as much as you can to have the best of the time. All right. Some time ago, I did promise that I was gonna make a video on entry and exit strategies using Bollinger Band, and I'm really sorry that I couldn't keep to the promise of releasing the video within the week. However, somebody once said, promise delayed is never denied, and here is the video. Meanwhile, before we go straight to what we have today, if this is the first time you're visiting the channel, I want to say thank you very much for finding me worthy to be your teacher for these very few minutes. Do one thing for me, remember to click on the subscription button and like the video. Send in your comments, send in your suggestions, send in your question. However, if you are a regular visitor, regular and a subscriber to this channel, I want to give you a thumbs up and a clap offering. Thank you so much for being supportive and for being the very reason why I keep doing the things that I keep doing. I'm so grateful. God bless you. Thank you for helping me come this far. Okay, meanwhile, let's go straight to what we have today. I want to talk about Bollinger Band entry and exit strategy. Bollinger Band entry and exit strategy. I made the first video about Bollinger Bands, and if you've not watched it, the link is below. So just click on the, should I call it subscription box, and then click on it below, and then you see the description box below. Click on it, and then you see everything you need to see about the video. Is on Bollinger Bands. I'm sure it's gonna teach you a whole lot. Meanwhile, a whole lot of indicator traders and new traders in the synthetic indices market have actually had challenges using the Bollinger Band for entries and exit support and resistance. This video will help us focus on that. However, first let's go to entries and exits. Alright, when we consider Bollinger Band entry and exit, there are just three basic things we need to consider. The first thing is we must know the trend of the market. Number two, we must know the current market level. And number three, we must make a trading decision from the first two. The first one is we must know the trend. Second one is to know the current market level. And the third one is to make a trading decision based on what the first 2 points have given us. So since we must know the trend, how do we determine the trend using Bollinger Bands? From the video I talked about previously, I said that Bollinger Bands is all about what? A 3 moving average that is separated on a standard deviation of 2.0, depending on what you decide to set it to. Alright, now depending on the period, the middle Bollinger Band acts as a moving average SMA. It could be 20 period, it could be 14 period, depending on what you set it to. Okay, so how do we determine the trend using the Bollinger Band? It is extrapolated by John Bollinger, the creator and inventor of Bollinger Bands, that 90% of the times the candles will always be between the upper and the middle Bollinger Band. What do I mean by that? This is what I mean. We call this the upper Bollinger Band. We call this the lower Bollinger Band. Alright, and it is expected or extrapolated or assumed that 90% of the times the candlestick will be in between the upper and the lower Bollinger Band. So how do we determine trend, knowing that since we have the middle Bollinger Band here, when price is on an uptrend, it is expected that 90% of the time, or should I say 70% of the time, the candles will be between the upper and the middle Bollinger Band, with a directional movement of the Bollinger Band tilting upwards. Alright, now if the price is however on a downtrend, the Bollinger Band will tilt downwards and price will be between the middle and the lower Bollinger Band. Alright, now having known that, how do we now determine the current price level? Now the current price level is very easy to determine once we know the trend. Okay, so looking at our time frame, currently we are in a 15-minute time frame. Okay, and on the 15-minute time frame we can realize that the candlesticks are mostly in between the middle and the lower Bollinger Band. All right, excluding this point that was a pullback, and this one that was what, also a pullback. 90% of the time the candlesticks are in between the middle and the lower Bollinger Band. All right, so that is how we determine the trend to confirm that the price is on a downtrend. Now, what's the current market price? If we are looking at this point here, we just realized that the candle just broke through the middle Bollinger Band. However, it is not enough to conclude that that there is a change on trend. Now, if you also observe, my trades are currently running. This is what I mean. And then you can see that these trades are on what? On profit. Now, this is on 3 different markets, which I decided to use the Bollinger Band for. Alright. Okay, so let me switch to Vol 10. You can realize this. And then Vol 75. And then Step Index. Okay. Now, all of them are massively in profit. All of them are massively in profit. Now, the reason is because I understand the principle of what taking entries and exits using Bollinger Band. So, let me start with step. Current market price is on where? Is currently below this middle Bollinger Band, which could act as a resistance or as a support depending on the trend. Remember, if you do not really understand Bollinger Bands, make reference to the video on the description section of this particular video. The link is there, you can check it out. It will help a whole lot in, because this current video is a follow-up video to the first one. Current market price is where? At the middle Bollinger Band. So if I'm to do anything, I'm going to take a short, like a sell on this market, all right, using just the level above here as what? My stop loss. So where did I take my trade? You can see where I took my trade. Actually, at this point, the market gave me a range. All right, the market gave me a range. That is why you can see that the Bollinger Band is on a sideways movement. So what informed me? Okay, this acted as a resistance. This acted as a resistance. So I knew that this was a strong level. So having seen that this first one was rejected and the price came back, I just had to take the trade and then look at how the market respected it. So with the knowledge of the current market price, if I can take another trade here, I will sell down, hoping that the price will come and take out this lower low with time. All right, so what informed my trading decision was just knowledge of the trend and current market price. That's just what informed my knowledge. Now let's move over to Vol 75 to see why I took the trade over there. The same principle. The market currently is on what? A downtrend, as we can see here. This was a pullback, and here. All right, so look at where I took the trade, at the position of where? The position of the middle Bollinger Band. And then I took it because on a downtrend, the middle Bollinger Band acts as what? A resistance point. Okay, so I decided to take that at that current market price, which was a resistance there, and then voila, see the trade running currently in profit. How about why I decided to take the trade on Vol 10 1S? The reason is very simple. It was same principles, nothing changes, same market. All right, I took this trade here. You can see the market was on a downtrend. If you check the higher time frame, the market was on a downtrend. This is actually 5 minutes. Okay, you can observe this. The market was on a downtrend. It gave us a pullback here and then continued on the downtrend and then gave us a pullback which did not take out that zone. And so when I saw it, I decided to take the trades here. You can see the trades there. All right, let me erase this so that you can have a clearer view. I decided to take the trades here because I knew that from this level price came down and then we tested what the resistance level. Then that was the current market price, and then I allowed the trades to run all along down to here. And like I keep telling us, I'm not a scalper, I'm more of a swing trader and less of a day trader. And these trades, I took the vol 10 trades yesterday, and the vol 75 and step, I took them I think some minutes after 5 p.m. today, earlier this evening. So far, I've been able to make a little profit of over 6. Let me check it out. Not so much, but 64, 64 US dollars. So that's something worthwhile for me, at least. All right, so I want you to practice this, and please remember that the video is meant for an educational purpose. The video is meant for an educational purpose. It's not meant to um, serve as a financial advice. So learn this and practice this, and then grow your knowledge. And then as you keep doing that, I see you succeeding on every side. Have the best and the best and the best of the time and make money.